Have you ever wondered where the myths of the phoenix originally come from? This mythical bird has captivated the human imagination for centuries. A creature of fire and light, it embodies the ultimate symbol of rebirth, immortality, and resilience. With its radiant plumage of red, gold, and purple, the phoenix has transcended cultures and periods of time, leaving an indelible mark on human storytelling. Imagine a bird so majestic that its mere sight inspires awe. This is the phoenix, a creature that lives for centuries, only to burst into flames and rise anew from its own ashes. It's a tale that has been told and retold, its story reborn like the creature itself. But the phoenix isn't bound to a single mythology. Its roots are said to come from Egypt, Greece, ancient Rome, and other places around the globe. As we explore the phoenix, we'll examine its origins, profound symbolism, and enduring legacy across different cultures. We'll also answer the most frequently asked questions. Where did this story begin? Where did its power come from, and how did it evolve across different civilizations? Welcome to the mysteries of mythology, the phoenix. The origins of the phoenix myth are as ancient and mysterious as the bird itself. Our journey begins in the cradle of civilization, ancient Egypt, where a phoenix-like bird was known as the Bennu bird. The Bennu was closely associated with the sun god Ra and Osiris, symbolizing creation, life, and renewal. It was often depicted as a heron with magnificent plumage, standing proudly atop a Benben stone, which represented the primordial mound from which life sprang. The Bennu's presence in Egyptian mythology highlights its role as a harbinger of rebirth, mirroring the daily rising of the sun and the annual flooding of the Nile, both essential for sustaining life in Egypt. In the 5th century BCE, the Greek historian Herodotus, writing about Egyptian customs and traditions, provides one of the earliest known accounts of this mythical bird outside of Egypt. According to Herodotus, the Egyptians at Heliopolis described the phoenix as a creature resembling an eagle with a dazzling array of red and gold feathers. He wrote that the phoenix lived for 500 years, and when its time was up, it would build a nest of aromatic woods, ignite it, and be consumed by the flames. A new phoenix would emerge from the ashes, young and vibrant, ready to begin the cycle anew. Herodotus also mentioned that the newly reborn phoenix would encase its predecessor's ashes in an egg of myrrh and carry it from Arabia to the temple of the sun god in Heliopolis, a city dedicated to sun worship. Beyond Herodotus, we find what might be a possible earlier reference to the phoenix in the works of Hesiod, a Greek poet of the 8th century BCE. Hesiod's writings suggest a mythical bird, claiming it lived to about 24,000 years of age. In his poem, The Precepts of Chiron, he writes that a crow lives 9 generations of men, a stag 4 times a crow's lifespan, a raven 3 times a stag's, but the mythical bird outlives 9 ravens. Scholars have debated the interpretation of this passage. While some believe it's an early reference to the phoenix, based on its exceptional lifespan, the fragment itself might simply describe a long-lived mythical bird without a specific name. As we can see, the story of the phoenix is deeply rooted in the ancient world, evolving through the lens of different cultures and storytellers. From the Bennu of Egypt to the eagle-like bird of Herodotus and the long-lived creature of Hesiod, the phoenix has always been a symbol of life, death, and rebirth. But what do the vibrant colors of its feathers signify? And why is its song said to be so enchanting? The phoenix is not just known for its miraculous life cycle, but also for its breathtaking beauty and profound symbolism. Imagine a bird embodying the essence of fire and sunlight, its feathers a brilliant red, gold, and purple tapestry. These colors are not just decoration, they carry deep symbolic meanings. The red represents the fire and passion of life. Gold signifies purity and immortality, and purple, often associated with royalty and spiritual transformation, underscores the phoenix's majestic and noble nature. But perhaps one of the most enchanting aspects of the phoenix is its song. Ancient myths describe the phoenix's song as so beautiful and haunting that it can captivate anyone who hears it, even the sun god Apollo himself. According to Greek mythology, each morning at dawn, the phoenix bathed in a well and sang a song so melodious that Apollo paused his journey across the sky to listen. The connection between music and the sun further enhanced the phoenix's role as a symbol of eternal beauty and harmony. The phoenix song and its radiant plumage have inspired countless works of art and literature throughout history. From medieval manuscripts to modern fantasy novels, the image of this magnificent bird continues to symbolize the undying spirit and the power of transformation. Its legacy highlights the human fascination with overcoming adversity and the eternal cycle of life and rebirth. So how does this bird achieve immortality, and what rituals does it perform as it nears the end of its life? The life cycle of the phoenix is one of the most fascinating aspects of its mythology, filled with rituals and symbols that have captivated storytellers for millennia. Accounts of the phoenix's lifespan vary widely, with some sources claiming it lives for 500 years, while others suggest it could be as long as 1,000 or even 13,000 years. Despite these variations, the central theme remains the same. The phoenix's life is a long one, culminating in a spectacular act of self-renewal. As the phoenix nears the end of its life, it undertakes a unique and sacred ritual. The bird begins by gathering aromatic woods, such as myrrh, cinnamon, and other precious herbs, to build a nest. This nest is not just a final resting place, but also a pyre, a wooden structure used in funerals to cremate the dead. Once the nest is complete, the phoenix ignites it and is consumed by the flames. This act of self-immolation is both an end and a beginning, as from the ashes a new phoenix arises, young and full of life. But the ritual doesn't end with the rebirth. The newly born phoenix takes the ashes of its predecessor, encases them in an egg made of myrrh, and carries them to Heliopolis, the city of the sun in ancient Egypt. There, the phoenix deposits the egg on the altar of the sun god. This act of carrying the ashes to Heliopolis is deeply symbolic, representing the cycle of death and rebirth and the connection to the divine. It reinforces the idea that from destruction comes new life, and that life is a continuous, ever-renewing process. This life cycle of the phoenix, with its dramatic self-immolation and resurrection, has made it a powerful symbol of immortality and the eternal nature of the soul. The imagery of the phoenix rising from its own ashes has been used to inspire hope and resilience, reminding us that no matter how devastating a situation may seem, there is always the potential for renewal and rebirth. But as well as the Egyptians, Greeks, and Romans, there are other cultures with their versions of the phoenix. The myth of the phoenix is not confined to ancient Egypt or Greece. It finds remarkable parallels in various cultures across the world, each with its own unique twist on the story of a miraculous bird symbolizing rebirth and immortality. Let's start with Mesopotamia, where we encounter the Anzu bird. In Sumerian and Babylonian mythology, the Anzu is often depicted as a massive bird with a lion's head. It is closely linked to the sun god and embodies the themes of divine judgment and wisdom. Like the phoenix, the Anzu bird does not succumb to a conventional death, but undergoes a form of transformation, emphasizing the cycle of life and the enduring nature of the soul. Moving eastward to China, we find the Fenghuang, often referred to as the Chinese phoenix. Unlike the solitary phoenix, the Fenghuang represents both male and female aspects, embodying yin and yang. This mythical bird is a symbol of high virtue, grace, and prosperity, and is often depicted with the head of a pheasant, the tail of a peacock, and the elegance of a crane. The Fenghuang appears during times of peace and prosperity, much like the phoenix heralds renewal and rebirth. In Hindu mythology, we encounter Garuda, the mount of the god Vishnu. Garuda is a divine bird with the body of a man and the beak and wings of an eagle, often depicted in fiery colors of red, orange, and gold. Like the phoenix, Garuda is a symbol of courage, power, and immortality. According to legend, Garuda achieved immortality through an act of selflessness, freeing his mother from enslavement by obtaining the elixir of life. These cross-cultural connections highlight the universal human fascination with the ideas of rebirth, immortality, and the divine. The phoenix, Anzu, Fenghuang, and Garuda all serve as potent symbols in their respective cultures, representing the enduring human hope for renewal and the eternal cycle of life and death. From ancient texts to contemporary stories, how has this mythical bird continued to inspire us? The legend of the phoenix has transcended ancient myths to become a powerful symbol in literature and modern culture, continuing to inspire and captivate audiences worldwide. Classical texts were the first to bring the phoenix into the realm of literature. Homer, in his epic poems, and Ovid, in his Metamorphoses, reference the phoenix, embedding its symbolism into the fabric of Western literary tradition. These early mentions solidified the bird's association with themes of rebirth and immortality, providing a foundation for its lasting legacy. Fast forward to the modern era, and the phoenix continues to rise. In J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter series, the phoenix named Fawkes serves as a loyal companion to Dumbledore, symbolizing renewal and the power of love and loyalty. Fawkes's tears heal Harry's wounds. Similarly, C.S. Lewis's The Chronicles of Narnia features a phoenix, reinforcing its role as a beacon of hope and transformation. The phoenix's influence extends beyond literature into various art forms. It appears in paintings, sculptures, and tattoos, often symbolizing personal transformation and triumph over adversity. For many, the phoenix represents a personal journey of overcoming hardships and emerging stronger, much like the mythical bird rising from its ashes. The city of Phoenix, Arizona, is a testament to the bird's enduring symbolism. Named after the mythical creature, Phoenix was built on the ruins of an ancient Native American civilization, symbolizing renewal and the birth of a new era from the remnants of the old. This name choice reflects the city's spirit of resilience and transformation, embodying the very essence of the phoenix myth. In psychology, the phoenix is often used as a metaphor for personal growth and recovery from trauma, symbolizing the ability to rise from one's own ashes. The phoenix's ability to inspire and symbolize hope and renewal is perhaps why it remains so prevalent in our culture today. It reminds us that no matter how dire the circumstances, there is always the potential for rebirth and a new beginning. The phoenix's ability to inspire and symbolize hope and renewal is perhaps why it remains so prevalent in our culture today. It reminds us that no matter how dire the circumstances, there is always the potential for rebirth and a new beginning. As we conclude our journey through the mythology of the phoenix, we see how this legendary bird has continued to inspire humanity through the ages. From ancient myths to modern stories, the phoenix remains a powerful symbol of resilience and the eternal cycle of life, death, and rebirth. Thank you for watching, and may the spirit of the phoenix inspire you in your own journey.